There are 26 letters in the alphabet, each one with a different name. And all 26 letters of the alphabet come in different sizes and shapes. And when the letters come together, it makes it even better, 'cause one thing is for sure: all the letters come together to make something better, like words and so much more.
Sing it with me now.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs, that's the alphabet symphony. That's the alphabet symphony.
Hey guys, Mrs. Wathen.
And Mrs. Carpenter's here again. And today we're going to talk about the 5 special letters. These are called vowels. A, E, I, O, U. I need you guys to say it with me. Ready? A, E, I, O, U. These are the special letters called the vowels. And today we're only going to be talking about O.
So I'm going to show you how to make the letter O. It's pretty simple. The uppercase O and the lowercase o look an awful lot alike. They start over here. You go over, around, close. And it touches the top line and the bottom line. The lowercase o says over, around, close. And it's smaller. So later today, you're going to get a chance to watch more videos and have an opportunity to practice making the letter O.
So for the letter O, we're going to make it with our mouth. And we're going to say, ah. The O says, ah. So everybody put your hand like mine. It's kind of like a flat O. Not like this, but like this. Put it right next to your mouth and say, ah. The letter O says, ah. Do it with me. Everybody's hand up. My turn first. Ah. Your turn. One more time. Ah. Your turn. Very good. Guess what? Mrs. Wathen's here with a special surprise.
Hello. I'm wearing a special hat. It's called a top hat. Everybody say top. Ready?
Top.
This is a special hat. Do you know somebody that wore a top hat? That's right.
It was Abraham Lincoln.
You're right. So now we're going to say some more words that have the ah sound in it, like top.
So I'll go first, and then after I say the word, you and Mrs. Wathen with her top hat will say the word after me. Ready? Rob.
Rob.
Hop.
Hop.
Mop.
Mop.
You guys are saying the letter O. Ah. Very good, guys.
Okay, guys, so today you're going to be listening and looking for the letter O, because you know what it sounds like and you know what it looks like. So let's be busy today looking for the O.
Ah.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye.
Let's learn how to make the uppercase O. As you can see, the uppercase O looks pretty much like a circle. It says we're going to start over here and we're going to go around and close. This also looks like something you might know, a clock that has numbers on it. An old-time clock that has numbers on it has numbers all the way around, with 12 starting at the top, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I forgot number 1, but that's okay. When you make the letter O, you have to pretend that you're starting over by the number 1 or number 2 on a clock. And you're going to go not in the order that you would say the numbers, but you're going to go backwards. We call this counterclockwise. That's a big word. but you're going to go from like number 1 or number 2 on the clock up to number 12, over to 11, 10, 9, and so forth until you get back to the beginning. It's kind of tricky, but it's really, really important that you make this the right direction. Yes, you can make an O going just in the regular direction, but that is not the correct way, and it will affect your handwriting later. So it's best to learn that you're going backwards. So we're going to trace this O. We're going to start where they say to start, not up here at the top, but over here, and we're going to go around, over, and close. And you can see that it has the dot off to the side a little bit, like where the number 1 or number 2 on a clock would be. So we're going to go over, around, and close. Over, around, and close. Over, around, and close. Once again, we're writing with our holding our pencil correctly, and our helper hand is holding our paper if it needs to be held. Alright, we're going to try some smaller ones. These do not have your starting point. So again, not at the top, but over to the side a little bit. So over, around, close. Over, around, close. Over, around, close. Over, around, close. Now these do have a starting point for you. Notice it's not up here by the top line. It's off just a little bit, like where the number 1 or number 2 on the clock would be. So we're going to go over, around, close. Over, around, close. Over, around, close. Over, around, close. Now, I'm going to show you some ways that people make the letter O, but it is not correct. And you need to think and practice the correct way so that it becomes something that you just automatically do. You don't even have to think about it. But I'm going to show you some ways that people make the letter O wrong. It is a capital letter O, an uppercase letter O, which means it needs to touch the top and the bottom lines so that we know it's an uppercase O. So part of the problem people have is they don't make it big enough. So we don't really know that it's an uppercase because the lowercase o looks just like it, only smaller. So it needs to be big. The other thing, as we've already talked about, people go the wrong direction. And yes, it looks like an O when you're finished, but it's not the right direction. And I know that's hard for you to understand, but you must learn how to make it the right way, or it's going to affect your handwriting and the neatness of your handwriting and how simple handwriting can be if you learn it the right way. One thing I see lots and lots of kids do is they start down here and make their O. They start at the bottom. That's not even close to where we need to start. So we can't start at the bottom. Remember, it is over, around, and close. It's going to take a lot of practice on this particular letter. And so don't be upset if we correct you and have you try things again. This one takes a lot of practice. But this is how you make the uppercase O. Let's learn how to make the lowercase o. The lowercase o looks just like the uppercase O. The only difference is on how big it is. As you can see, the uppercase O starts at the top line, goes all the way through the midline to the bottom line and back up to the top. The lowercase o starts at the midline and goes back to the midline. There's nothing up here at the top, okay? So let's practice a few lowercase o's. Again, you'll start over here at the 1 or 2 o'clock time, go around, over, and close. Over, around, close. Over, around, close. Over, around, close. Okay? We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because we know that it needs to go backwards on the clock, that we don't start down here at the bottom. That's not correct. We just go over, around, close. Okay? It's pretty simple. If you've got the uppercase, you should be able to get the lowercase. They look the same. This one is just smaller, under the midline. Okay? So we'll practice that. The lowercase o.